Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So NC State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown Orange. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Creates a little space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. That's caught. It's Lee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Makes the grab on the left. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Well, look make of this? 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give out of the gun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO ball.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A little screen to the running back. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cuse.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least the one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Final play of the quarter coming. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Wide open, he makes the catch. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Going up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
One-score game, still the 1st half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Looking to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This drive will open from the 15. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it on first down. Still looking, on the move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Makes his connection.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This offense has a second down play. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. How in the world did the offense retain possession? A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? NC State quick to the line. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Slides away. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen.
Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they...
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It is perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water in sight.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Some misdirection with the counter.
They showed this run in the 1st half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the 2nd half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Quarterback extends the play. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, they're just trying to pound the football into the end zone there on 3rd down. They don't get it. Now it sets up 4th and 1. What do you do here?
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Going over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, North Carolina State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get...
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Complete to the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They move on top here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the half.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a 1-possession game in the 4th.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He's going to pass. He finds his man. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the guy.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. They go to the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Orange.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll it.
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with. Ball is loose. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. He's looking deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, NC State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. as that could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's not afraid to go deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high...